All right, so we've got a prototype printed circuit board assembly here, and we were the previous video we were programming it with the game where we could control where we were going, and there's no quit here. It doesn't really understand what a queue means, and my recommendation, if you just unclip the USB cable, it says it cannot open device TTY ACM0, and you plug it back in again, it should recognize it. You connect it to your virtual machine and you're off again. You can enter commands. There is some AT upper, caret SQ port that gets typed in every time you unplug it and replug in Minicom, and then AT a few more times after that, and then some gibberish. But in order to retain control of your terminal without having to terminate your terminal or close your terminal session, you type Control A and then Z and then X and then enter while you're still connected, and then you get back your terminal. Then you can unplug here and you're back off to the races. So we want to program something else into this. We want to do SPI flash. So once again, we do need to move that upper jumper back toward the microcontroller core. So like that. So they're offset from each other. And we want to add a few more jumpers. So the jumpers that we're adding here are in this row here, the middle four closer to the J tags. So I'll put them in place. So that would be J17, J18, J19, J20. So those are those four, 17, 18, 19, 20. And we also want to plug in J6 up here. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so J6 is plugged in up there. And the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in the programmer. Remember that the ground is toward the top, and we plug that in there, and then we make sure to go to the WinBond directory, and we plug in the USB, the ST link here. We connect it to the virtual machine, and we go ahead and we say make flash. I can't find the ST link device. We try it again. Try it again. Finally it goes. Flash written and jolly good. Okay, so now we can disconnect this. Disconnect this. And actually, you could connect those jumpers after you flash it, depending on what your previous program was. You may want to do that. Okay, so now we want to switch over to our micro USB cable. Plug that in. Plug that into our computer. Off we go. Now, what I did was I forgot, so I'm going to unplug this again. I forgot to move this jumper over. So since we finished programming it, I'm going to move it back toward the USB port. Put that back in. Plug the power in again. So it said USB device not recognized. So we move that over, we plug it back in. Now it says, what do you want to connect it to? Connect it to the virtual machine. Say OK. And we type sudo minicom-s. And we go to the serial port setup. We type in TTY ACM0, hit enter, E, hit B to reduce the baud rate, N to change it to odd parity, enter, F to say no to hardware flow control, enter, and then go to exit, and could not open it. So then we're wondering, well, what happened here? So we could open up another terminal just to go to cd/dev and see what's going on, ls. And what we're looking for here is a TTY ACM0. And we can also try ls USB. So what we see here is there's apparently it's not connected. We can also go under player here and go under removable devices, and we should see this STM microelectronics CDC ACM module. So we do want to disconnect from host. So we're going to connect that. This is unknown error. If that's not working, what we can do is we can simply unplug it from the computer and plug it back in. And now we type ls, and we see TTY ACM0, and ls USB shows the STM microelectronics virtual COM port. So let's go back and try and connect. Sudo minicom-s, serial port setup, TTY ACM0. Baud rate, lower that, 2400, change it to odd parity, turn off hardware flow control, and exit. When we don't see anything, we hit enter, we get our menu, and we could do something like read our unique ID, and there's our unique ID. If you'll notice I have this YouTube link here, feel free to go to that to learn about how to write something like your name into the device. Thank you.